I got back from school and I decided, hey, I need to do another song because it's been a week. And here I am. So, I didn't have any songs planned. Any. Can you believe it? None. I'm forgetting all the songs that I know on the ukulele. But I found one that I kind of know. It's from Kate Nash. Kate Nash, who's like a British version of Regina Spektor. Huh. Been pretty busy. Well, scratch that. I've been applying for scholarships. I was practicing for regionals. Kinda. And, just been trying to keep up with school. But keeping up with that Young Justice, man. Airing on Fridays. Which is pretty cool. I'm heavy-handed, to say the least. My mother thinks I'm an awful clutcher, 'cause I stir things too quickly. I'm far too loud. It's like as soon as I've got an opinion, it just has to come out. I laugh at stupid things, just 'cause they tickle me. And sometimes I wish I was like Mariella. She got some Brit stick and she glued her lips together, so she never had to speak, never had to speak, never had to speak. People used to say she's as quiet as a mouse, she just doesn't make a peep. She marched through her wardrobe and she threw away the color, because wearing black looks mysterious, but it didn't impress her mother. She wanted to dress her baby in patterns and flowers, but Mariella just crossed her arms and so she cried for hours. Mariella, Mariella, my pretty baby girl, glue your lips from being together and wear some pink and pearls. You can have your friends round and they can stay for tea. Please try to fit in, won't you do this for me? But Mariella just crossed her arms and she walked up the stairs. Yeah, she went into her bedroom and she sat on her bed and she looked in the mirror and she thought to herself, if I want to play, I can play with me. If I want to think, I'll think in my head. At school, Mariella didn't have many friends. Yeah, the girls, they all looked at her and they thought she was quite strange. And the boys, they aren't really into girls at that age. And the teachers, they thought Mariella was just going through a phase. But Mariella just smiled as she skipped down the road. Yeah, she knew all the secrets in her own world. Yeah, she always got the crossword puzzles right every day. And she could do the alphabet backwards without making any mistakes. Mariella, Mariella, my pretty baby girl. Mariella, Mariella, happy in her own little world. Happy in her own. She said, I'm never, ever, 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 ever. Yeah, I'm never, ever, 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 ever. Yeah, I'm never, ever, 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 ever gonna open my lips from being together. She said, I'm never, ever, 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 ever. Yeah, I'm never, ever, 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 gonna open my lips from being together. Ha ha. I hope you guys got the message that she's never, ever, ever gonna open her lips from being together. College. Here I come. Let's see if I can still keep up. Scholarships. Yeah. I'm gonna watch this. as soon as I'm done with my government homework, Mr. Harrison. Thanks for the longest questions and OTBs that I can't figure out, because I don't know what to write. But I'm doing your homework, I assure you. And this is my prize for doing your homework. I get to watch The Dark Knight. And, yeah. Just in this bat phase right now, so until next time. You know how dark it is in my room with those lights off? This is how dark it is in my room. I have a single light, which would be that light right there. The only light.